tradition runs deep here in Norman, Oklahoma, or as they say, sooner born and sooner bred, and when I die, I'll be sooner dead. Welcome to Oklahoma and the home of the Sooners. We are in full-on stripe-out mode as the fans doing their part to try to distort the vision of the visitors. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the San Diego State Aztecs, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Sooners will put total leather and we'll get started. Going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. They go to the ground. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Leaves it with the running back. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking to throw for it. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road. First third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He's got great speed. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. A first down for the offense. Handoff from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Nice pick up there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And this passing game has him calling Boomer and answering Sooner again.
And they're starting to get this crowd jacked up and this crowd riled up. And listen, they love their team. And, dude, think about all the success Oklahoma has had over the years. Different cast of characters. And one thing they always have, offensive success.
Makes his man miss. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off. And really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive units.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Off play action. That's caught. It's Madden. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chain.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
Leaves it with the back. Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31.
And you want to run the football, and that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Red pass, it's complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On 3rd down, going up top. He looks that one in nicely. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
And the Sooners are stopped, but not before getting the first down.
And that's tough when you run the RPO and you put me in conflict. You can't let those linebackers come downhill really fast because I still have to play pass, and they hand it off, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
They'll give it to him again. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
I like the offense using this position there because at this point in the game, you're just trying to get one guy out of position. If one guy can lose leverage, that can be an explosive play offensively, and you saw it right there.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Off the RPO, complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket the slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
Off the play fake on first down. Might be looking to run. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. Wide out in motion. Needs to get it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. A little screen to the running back. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that 3rd and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that 3rd down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try to pass their way in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Sooner!
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
is good, and it's 7-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
Nice drive, that 3 and out. Sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Makes the grab. It's Shaw. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Aztecs will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything's working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
As they come over the football 1 minute to go here in the first. On second down, looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Using the quick game. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Just beautiful. That's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this. Way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get them a shot.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Let's go! Wide receiver now comes in motion. He'll come out throwing on first down. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. After the missed connection, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and it forced the incompletion.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Back to the air one more time. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. The Sooners line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Looking to throw on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Shaw. Hey, what about that move to pick up a couple of extra yards? He's down at the 38.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter of space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Looking for a gap. It's off. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Aztecs will send out the punt unit. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Fast motion from the offense. On second down, wants to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. They'll try to run for it. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
A lot of coaches put a lot of emphasis on situational type running, right? When it's a goal-to-go situation, short yardage situation, like when I need to run the football and they know I'm running the football. Right there, haven't had a lot of success, but I needed a few yards to get the first down. Great job by the offensive line, creating some space and getting the first down.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
All right, defense. It ain't working. We're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Direct snap. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old, great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree. Arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen. A guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level because of injuries. This dude has it in him, though, and I'm sure he's reminding a lot of people in the stadium right now of good old Marcus Dupree.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And stampeding through the defense. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Got some work to do after that last play. 2nd and 13. Wide receiver shows motion. Gets it out fast. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
What we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
Well, you can see why this team thinks this kid has a real bright future. It's amazing. He's only a true freshman. He's not built like one, though, and you saw it on that lap.
Already got a hand on it, it's blocked. He's got the ball, and it's live. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Snags it over the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. The give to the back. Dances away from one. Tackled after picking up the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Aztecs will bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. He's going to pass. He makes the connection. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
They'll throw it on first down. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He lost one down the sideline. And he cruises his way
two, they show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. Well, you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit with their players in good positions to have success.
Fair catch, called for and made. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Trying to find his man on first down. Looking for the end zone. They're intercepted. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game. All slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw. And as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Quarterback checking the play. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He fires one deep over the middle. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
A costly penalty for this defense gives him a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Lost one deep down the right side. Pulls it in inside the 10. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They want to throw it. It's complete. And he got it right to the doorstep before he was knocked out of bounds at the 1.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. And remember, he's already had 1 blocked in this game. And it's no good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Aztecs will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he'll bring it back. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped. comes the Oklahoma offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, Ben. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
They'll leave it with him. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when you decide to run it.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. On the move, he fires. Got his man. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
The RPO, it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Looking to buy time. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
It's now second down after the short completion. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Gore. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Just outside the red zone, if they pick up the first down, they'll spot it at the 22.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead. Well, you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Pulls and fires complete. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up the first down. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy at that slot position.
On the set. The Sooners are threatening on 1st and goal. Get set, get set. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, bringing all these tight ends in the game, you'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback will audible. With the catch, it's Fleming. End zone. Touchdown, Sooner!
Quarterback's ability to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and right into the red zone.
No return coming. You'll call for fair catch. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And the ball is picked off. Didn't find much room on the return, and now they are in business and poised to strike from the 25.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Give to the single back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
And the Sooners get enough for the first down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Here's the give off the left side. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Running back searching for a hole.
Great play by the defense there. Listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously have a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat them.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. He's looking to pass. Got it. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he didn't find a whole lot of running room, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. He finds his man. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the pummeling has started.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the 4th quarter.
Fires to the big fella. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Going for it all. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th.
I tell you, man, analytics in college football now changing the way coaches think about down distances. And listen, I know there are probably some metrics out there that say you should go for it in that situation because the percentages are telling you you got a good shot at keeping the football, keeping possession. That time, though, they're not able to come up with it. They've now given up the football with their backs to the wall. The defense now is going to have to dig them out of this hole.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Jackrabbit.
Give to the running back. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, and he's been dependable. He's been a guy that they've given him the ball a lot. He's just been so productive, giving this offense an easy way to move the football down the field. 97 yards on the day.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, Sooner! And the stomping has commenced.
Loving what I'm seeing from this offense this week. And talking to them, they felt like last week's win was a lot closer than what it should have been. They didn't play to their full potential, but they did that here in this game. When they're hitting on all cylinders, they are scary.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. East Carolina is lighting up the scoreboard behind an offense that looks just about as good as we've ever seen in Greenville. They're up 14 over Old Dominion. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Grab near the marker. It's Akbar. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Trying to get to it. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
You gotta love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the fourth quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that last one.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Snags it down the right side. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game.
And aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Come on, set.
They move the tight end all over. The handoff keeps working on that clock. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
I think you run that play on second down knowing it's going to make third down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know third down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
The give to the single back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Here on second down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Here's the handoff. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Power football with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. A 3rd and long coming up here.
Lasso! Lasso! Ready.
They'll give it to the back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And this one is anything but routine. A 48-yard attempt from the right hash. No good. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator.
And that's now the kicker's third miss, and there's no way that the rain is not impacting this kid and his confidence and his mechanics. He just can't make it work.
Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. They'll throw it on first down. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe it's something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Use the play fake, now to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Can't hold on, he had it right down the middle and he flat dropped it.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
That's caught. It's Shaw. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And the Aztecs moving quickly to the line. They're going to go to the air on third and short. Finds his tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on first and 10. Now improvising. Pulls it in. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. He wants to throw. Snares it outside. It's Kramer. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking to throw on second down. Fires into the end zone. And the pass goes incomplete. Looking to make things look a little tighter on the scoreboard, but that's going to do it. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes